Hello twin flames and welcome to the Divine Masculine reading for Wednesday. So I'm going to bring in Archangel Michael today, just like I did in the feminine reading, to bring in a message. Now, I am feeling Archangel Michael all around the twins today because with the new moon, it's brought in a lot of emotion. It's brought in a shift and it's brought in cleansing, but it's also brought in a lot of emotion. And the masculines are really getting ready to reach out and make changes. You know, they've been showing it to you over and over and over. But that can also create emotion within because as a divine feminine, we connect with our energy and we feel it all bubbling up. And it's like we want it so much and so badly, we can start to put pressure on ourselves. So we're releasing that pressure. So I want to see what's happening around the masculine and how he's dealing with things. Yeah, look at this. Explore your options and see how quick it came up. So the masculines are exploring all of their options. They're looking at their life and the planning. They're working out what they're going to do, how they're going to make changes, where they're going to go. Because remember, if they're in a karmic situation, it's not just about ending that relationship. It's about what happens next. It's not just about reaching out to you. It's about what happens then. So the masculines are kind of, in a way, exploring these different scenarios in their minds so that they can be ready for what's to come. So if they go through major towers or major chaos or major upheaval, which could be likely if they're walking away from a part of themselves to be reborn to the new self, they're going to have to deal with that. So this is about them becoming emotionally ready, not just physically ready, but also emotionally ready to deal with that. Because the masculines need physical strength to make changes, but they need that emotional strength and support too. And that's what Archangel Michael is saying here. And he's also reminding the masculine that there's no need to rush. There's plenty of time because the masculines are also feeling this deep sense of urgency to get it done. And sometimes when the masculines rush forward, they trip over their own feet. And they fall down, they make mistakes, they do it the wrong way. So they're being reminded to take the time to do it the right way in their own time with their own emotions, healing. So the prayer is, dear God, thank you for your wisdom and love. So the masculines are receiving wisdom and love right now from God, the Creator, helping me to see, to understand and assess all of my alternative options. So they are starting to see these options. They're starting to understand them and they are assessing them because there is alternative ways of doing things. They don't want to hurt you. They don't want to cause pain. They don't want to cause pain around them. So they're working out what these alternative options mean. Please guide me in the best direction for my health, happiness and my life purpose. So the masculines are realizing that these alternative options will also help their health, their happiness and their life purpose. So they know that they have a life purpose and that also includes you. They know that when they are around you, they feel far happier and healthier than they ever have before. But they are also knowing that they don't want to cause stress or chaos to their children or their family or anyone else. So they are exploring their options today. So if your masculine is quiet or he needs a little bit of time or room or space, don't take it as a negative, see it as a positive because he's exploring all the options and he's showing you with this horse, he's on this horse. I'm seeing this horse, even though this is Archangel Michael or someone maybe representing him, I'm seeing this as your divine masculine. I'm seeing this like the Knight of Wands energy, action. And again, that spontaneous energy where anything can happen. So the masculines are in this energy where they're exploring their options so they can act on them. So don't see that as a bad thing. That's not like they are looking at you and their karmic partner and thinking, who do I want to be with right now? It's not that. Okay? They already know that you are the one because you are them. They've already chosen you because they're already now choosing themselves. But there is options how they can do things without causing pain and sorrow to themselves or the people and you. So the masculines do feel and they do care and they do worry and they do go through pain themselves. They're not always these cool beings we think they are. Or we think, oh, it's easy for them. You know, it's easy for them. They're indifferent and cool. But they aren't. It's not easy for them. It's never easy for the masculine to stay away from the feminine. It's never easy for the masculine to remain in a karmic situation and not be with the divine feminine. That's the perception we have sometimes from ego and fear. It's harder for the masculines to remain where they are because they're being, inauthentic. They're wearing masks. They're not being real. They feel miserable. They're in chaos, and that's why they need time to explore their alternative options about how they can do this. It's like he's thinking about his job. He knows he's going to have to change his job or his lifestyle, so he's exploring alternative options. He could be looking for another job online. He could be thinking about something else to do, sorting out a schedule. Okay, if he's coming off an addiction, he's exploring options, how he can do that better, things like rehab or, an alternative. They give me things like methadone. I don't know much about that, but this is just intuition coming through. They're exploring other options with their own self, how they can be. So this is about realising it's not as clear cut as, right, I'm going to walk away from that life and start again in this life. There's choices to make and plans to put in place, and that's reality. So we also have to be real about the time it takes, understanding that, okay, this does need to happen and change for this to happen. And we have to be okay with that as a divine feminine. So if you're a masculine tuning into this reading, it's okay to take your time to work things out. Your divine feminine understands from a higher level that this has to be done the right way to move it forward at the right time. So slow and steady wins the race. So the angels will help you and guide you towards the right way to do things and the right things to say. And they are giving me as well things like they may be talking to a solicitor about, children or marriage endings, or they're sorting out things, options. They're even showing me things like school and things like that if they've got kids. So there's things they're working out and there's other options. That doesn't mean you are the only option, divine feminine. They want you to know that. Don't think you are an option or one of many, okay? You are the end result. Remember, what did the masculine say to you? You are the finish line. And that's what he's showing to you. So he's just understanding how he's going to work everything else out. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.